Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English for Everyone podcast.
The podcast where we have simple, everyday conversations to help you practice your English.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joey. Today, we are going deep. We are spending a full hour talking about how we connect as human beings. Rachel, have you ever talked to someone and felt like they weren't really listening, even though they were nodding their head?
Oh, all the time. That's what we call active listening versus passive listening. Even if your ears are open, your mind might be miles away.
Exactly. Understanding communication is the most important skill in life, especially when you are learning a new language. It's not just about the words, it's about the nonverbal communication.
Nonverbal. That means everything except the words. Your eye contact, your hand gestures, and your posture. They say that over 60% of what we communicate is nonverbal.
That's incredible. It means if I say I'm happy, but I'm frowning and crossing my arms, you won't believe me. My body language is telling a different story.
Body language is like a secret code. Let's look at some examples. Joey, what does it mean if someone is constantly checking their watch while you talk?
That's a clear sign of impatience. They want the conversation to end. Or if they're leaning towards you, it means they are very interested.
I love observing people in cafes. You can see who is on a first date, who is having an argument, and who is the boss in a meeting just by looking at how they sit.
I do that too. It's called people watching. But communication isn't just physical, it's about personality types. Are you an introvert or an extrovert, Rachel?
I'm definitely an introvert. I love people, but after a big party, I need to go home and be alone to recharge. If I don't get that quiet time, I get very cranky.
And I'm the classic extrovert. I get my energy from people. If I'm alone for too long, I start talking to my houseplants just to hear a voice.
Those poor plants. But this is why communication is hard. An extrovert might think an introvert is shy or rude, but really they're just processing information differently.
That's a misconception, a wrong idea about something. Another big topic in communication is empathy.
Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It's putting yourself in someone else's shoes.
I think the world needs much more empathy, especially online. It's so easy to be mean to a stranger on the internet because you can't see their face or hear their voice. You lose that human connection.
You're right. That's why I prefer phone calls or video calls over texting. You can hear the tone of voice. A simple hello can sound happy, sarcastic, or sad depending on how you say it.
Let's talk about first impressions. They say it only takes 7 seconds for someone to form an opinion of you when you first meet.
7 seconds? That's not much time at all. That's why a firm handshake and a smile are so important in many cultures.
But you have to be careful. In some cultures, a very firm handshake is seen as aggressive. In others, direct eye contact is seen as disrespectful.
That's where cultural intelligence comes in. It's being aware that your way of doing things isn't the only way.
This is so relevant for our English learners. When you move to a new country, you aren't just learning a new vocabulary, you're learning a new way of interacting.
Let's do a long role play about a social misunderstanding. Imagine I'm a very serious boss and you're a new employee who is a bit too casual.
Oh, I'm good at being casual. Let's do it.
Good morning, Joseph. I received your report this morning. However, I noticed you didn't follow the standard formatting.
Oh, hey, Rachel. Yeah, I thought the old format was a bit boring, you know? I wanted to give it some flavor with some bright colors and emojis. Do you like the dancing cat I put on page 4?
A dancing cat? Joseph, this is a financial audit for $1 billion company. We need to maintain a level of professionalism.
Professionalism, right. I forgot about that. I just wanted to make the numbers pop. But I see your point. You look a bit stressed, Rachel. Do you want to do a high five?
No high fives, Joseph. Please just go back and use the black and white template. And no more cats.
Copy that, boss. No more cats. I'll get right on it.
See, that was a clash of communication styles. I was being formal and you were being informal.
And that happens in real life all the time, especially between different generations. My niece sends me messages that are just initialisms like LOL, BRB, and IDK. I have to use Google just to understand what she's saying.
Initialisms. That's when you use the first letter of each word. It's the language of the digital native.
I feel like a digital dinosaur sometimes. But honestly, even with all this technology, the best way to communicate is still a long face-to-face conversation.
Like this one. We've been talking for a while now, and I feel like I know you better now.
Me too, but we should probably check in with our listeners. We've used a lot of heavy vocabulary today. Let's do a massive vocabulary deep dive.
Welcome to the deep dive. This is the most important part of our 1-hour special.
Let's start with nonverbal communication.
This is a noun phrase. It refers to the transmission of messages or signals through a nonverbal platform such as eye contact, facial expressions, and gestures. Synonym, body language. Example, even though he didn't say he was angry, his nonverbal communication made it very obvious.
Word number 2, introvert versus extrovert.
These are nouns describing personality types. An introvert is a person he turned inward mentally. They often prefer calm environments. An extrovert is an outgoing, overtly expressive person. Example, in a meeting, the extroverts usually do all the talking while the introverts listen and take notes.
Word number 3, professionalism.
This is the competence or skill expected of a professional. It involves how you dress, how you speak, and how you treat others at work. Example, even when the customer was yelling, the clerk showed great professionalism and stayed calm.
Word number 4, empathy.
The ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It's different from sympathy, which is just feeling sorry for someone. Example, a good doctor needs to have empathy so they can understand their patient's fears.
Word number 5, misconception.
A view or opinion that is incorrect because it is based on faulty thinking or understanding. Example, it is a common misconception that all cats hate water. Some actually love swimming.
Word number 6, initialism.
An abbreviation consisting of initial letters pronounced separately, like FBI or HTML. Example, the email was full of initialisms like ASAP and FYI.
Word number 7, formal versus informal.
Formal is used for serious or official occasions. Informal is relaxed, friendly, and unofficial. Example, you should wear a suit to a formal wedding, but jeans are fine for an informal party. Wow, Joey, we covered everything from dancing cats to digital dinosaurs.
It's been a long journey, but I think our listeners now have the tools to be communication masters.
Remember, listeners, English is just a tool. The real goal is to connect with other people. Don't worry if your grammar isn't perfect. If you have empathy and a smile, you are already 90% there.
That is the best advice I've heard all day.
Before we go, we have a challenge for you. In the comments, tell us, are you an introvert or an extrovert? And what is one body language sign that you always notice?
We will be reading all 8,000 words of your comments. Just kidding, but we will read as many as we can.
Thank you for spending this hour with us. It's been a joy.
Keep practicing, keep listening, and keep connecting.
See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.